everyone. I am coming on to work on a project. I am going to be recreating these lovely banner embellishments that were sent in by Lisa Daniel as part of my 1,200 subscriber YouTube challenge giveaway. And I'm still working on recreating some of the things that I received. In addition to these, she also sent some tags that look like this. Lots of chunky chipboard pieces on there. I'm not going to be recreating these. I'm going to do these banners. And I've already cut out and created the actual banners. So I'm going to move this aside and I'm going to work on putting them together. On the ones that Lisa sent in, she did some really pretty stitching all around the edges of her layers. I failed to do that, but I'm not going to make any more ruffles. I'm just going to go with what I have, and I did do stitching. Let me show you. I have a bucket here of ruffles that I made, and I did stitch down the middle of them, and I used some pink thread. I made several different styles and sizes, so that's just a couple of them, and I used a zigzag stitch. So these are what I'm going to use to recreate these embellishments. They're just going to be a little different. I'm just using this as inspiration to make an embellishment that looks like this. Here are the banners that I'm using. They're not quite as big, but they will work. So I did the top layers a little smaller, and it does stick out the end a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to use a flower that I had in my stash and a bow that I had made a long time ago out of garden party paper, as well as some chipboard from the sketchbook Benevolent chipboard charms. So since I have so many of those, I thought I would go ahead and use them on this project. So that's going to be one. Then I'm going to cover up the hole on top either with some sequins or put a ribbon or something through there. I'm just not decided on that one yet, but I did pick out a couple of sequins I might use for that. So I'm just going to set those up there. The other one is going to be very similar. The paper is just opposite of what this one is. And then I also have another flower from that same flower die. This might be the Scrap Diva. There's a rose die. I've had these a long time also. And then I picked out a butterfly chipboard for that. And these both have a sentiment on them. This one is on a thick piece of chipboard, and this one is on acetate. I did go in my digital collection for garden party, and the word sunshine was in there, so I printed that on a piece of vellum. So I'm going to use that. Then the other one, I found the word hello there. So I'm going to trim this and then put that on a piece of chipboard and layer those on my projects. All right, so I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to go ahead and we'll just do one at a time. First thing I'm going to do is just glue my banners together. And it does not look like she used any foam tape or anything behind there, so they're just glued right on top of each other. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Okay. I love black and white and pink together. Right there. Then I've got my chipboard and a bow. I'm gonna fluff this bow up just a little. It's been laying in a plastic container probably for 2 or 3 years. So it got a little flat. Okay, there we go. I fluffed that up a little bit. I was looking for a bow like this. I don't know what bow this is, but it's super cute. I don't think I have this bow. So I found this and it was already made, so I just decided I'm gonna use that. The next thing I need to figure out is where I want to put my chipboard piece. I think I'm gonna do it just kind of off the edge. She's got a really large flower chipboard piece back here. I'm probably not going to use as many layers of chipboard. I don't have a die like this. I do need to add some gold, probably some more gold to this. So I'm going to cut some of this off and then we'll see what it looks like. Just going to wrap it around my fingers. And I'm just going to give it a little twist. And we can kind of see if I put it back here. And that might add, I'll have to do a better job. I could use the sequin one. This one's really fine. It's very thin. Okay, I want to kind of put the chipboard down low. Let's see. I don't know about this. So if I put that there, I mean, it does add a little. Okay, let me get that end tucked in, twist it. And I'm gonna put some glue like right on the top of my chipboard piece here, because that's what's gonna be sticking to the, okay, so I'm gonna put that there. Looks okay. I give that just a second to dry. Hold it. And let's see. This one's going to have my vellum word on it. And I probably should have had my Cricut cut this out, but I'm gonna go ahead and just free cut it, freeform. Yes, this was a waste of paper. But when you're working on a video and you need what you need, you just do what you gotta do. I never plan ahead. I should print a whole sheet of words out. I had ordered this vellum off of Amazon, and it's good to use on an inkjet printer. So I ordered a whole pack of it. I have regular vellum. I got it, Ollie's actually. It's a Basil brand. I don't know if you can use it on a printer or not. There, that looks good. Okay, so there's my word I'm gonna put on here. And the only question I have is how am I gonna attach it? Okay, let's try it. Okay, that looks okay. And I'm just gonna, let's see, where am I putting my flower? Do I need to put the flower down first? Yeah, let's just put this down first. Now she's got hers on the top, so I should do it that way. Okay, let me go ahead and glue my flower down. And I think I'm gonna put it, let's see. I'm just gonna put it right in there. So I don't know where to glue it. There we go. Oh, I got hands full. Okay, I'm just gonna stick it on there. Okay, then this, I can just put like maybe right there. Okay, and hopefully everything is gonna stay in place. I kind of want that down maybe like, I don't know if this is gonna stick or not. I think it is. All right, so there's that. And then I have a bow. I'm gonna put like there. Then I'm going to glue a sequin right there, just to cover up that little hole. And I think that'll look okay, because I don't really think I want to put a ribbon or anything in there. And then I'm going to put this on top. Okay. Oh gosh, I could add maybe some stickles or something to these leaves. I don't know if I have any green. All right, I'm gonna let this dry and then we'll finish that up. So work on the other one. All right, so I'm gonna glue this one together too. Okay, let's put that right on top. This one fits a little bit better. There. And then I've got the butterfly and a flower. And then I have the word hello there. So I'm just going to trim this. Actually, let me cut it down first. Yeah, I definitely need to work on getting some sentiments. I feel that is an area I definitely need to work on. Okay, so I'm going to trim this. Let me just cut it. All right, it's a little bit bigger than the sample. The font is definitely bigger, but I think I'm going to go with it. So I could just do it. Just says hello there, and then we'll have a butterfly, and then maybe put the flower there. It is a little bit large. Let me see if I can trim a little bit more. I'm gonna just use my scissors. Try to just do one long cut. Hopefully I got that pretty straight. I could put a little border. Let's see if I have. Maybe the gold back here. Okay, let me cut out that. Just to add a little border, and that adds a little more gold to it also. There, and then that would go there. And then my flower. I'm gonna put this up on some foam. Wow, that really curls up. Okay. Let me get that on here, and then hopefully it will dry flat. I probably should make this a little smaller, but I'm going with this. All right, that's all staying together there. I don't know how well that word's gonna stay on there. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna put the butterfly there and maybe just have that right there, and then we'll put the flower. I'll do it at an angle. Okay, I'm gonna put the word down first for this one. Let's see. We'll have hello there. And then this butterfly, I'll just do there. And then the flower will go right there. All right. Okay, then bend up the flower a little bit. Put it right there. All right, these are not exactly like Lisa's at all. And I'm kind of on the struggle bus today with crafting. All right, I'm just gonna let these dry, and I think I'm gonna try to put a little glue back here. I should probably put some down here too, just in case. Okay, there we go. I think I'll do some stickles. I've got, let's see. I've got some, actually I have some Nuvo drops. Oh, that might be a little much. I've got, I don't have a lot of stickles. Oh, I've got pops of color in this mint color, seafoam. If I ruin it, I guess There is no turning back. I'm just gonna, maybe I'll just do a couple down the middle. That's looking pretty good. I think that little helps break up the black and white. I like the black and white, but okay. Let me see if I can get under here. Okay. I think I'm going to stop there. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to have to fix the string on there because it's come undone. But I'm going to just leave it for now. Let that dry. And this one, I need to find something for there. Where'd the other one go? Gosh, there it is. All right. And that should dry clear. Once it dries, sets up, the glue is set up. We're gonna call these done. This one's a little, I guess it's okay. Let me just put Lisa's here and we'll do a side-by-side comparison. And let me move my camera down just a little. There we go. I managed to find the word sunshine, printed it out on vellum. And I added lots of details to this one. A bow, chipboard, a flower. I added some of this gold thread on the back. I'm going to trim that off. And here are Lisa's. I'll have to hold these up one at a time. And then here's the other one. I just went with a flower instead of a bow because I didn't have a bow the size that looks that cute. So that's what I came up with. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you, Lisa, again for participating in my challenge giveaway. I hope you like what I made, and I'll see everybody in my next video. Bye.